How's it going, everyone? Mike here with June 4th, Merch by Amazon sales update. It's getting better. It's slowly starting to feel like June is going to be a much better month than May and April. I know we're only 4 days into the month, but again, there's just something about the listings that I'm noticing that are starting to sell. It almost feels like there's a different algorithm that's been set by Amazon in for example, what products customers are actually searching for and buying. Now, that's not to say that it's not because it's the summer, so the seasons are different. People are into different things. Things kind of change throughout the year, of course. But either way, what I'm trying to say is I'm noticing that different and more products are starting to sell. Let's look at June 4th. So the day that we're looking at was yesterday, 13 sales in the US and 2 sales in Japan for the total of 15 sales. So that's a good day. That's actually very good. As you can see here, when you put this together, it's about $60 in royalties. Again, $60 in a day sounds pretty good to me. As you can see here, pretty much all the standard products are selling. My top sellers are standard t-shirts and pop sockets. Slowly, phone cases are creeping into some of these top numbers, and it's mostly iPhone cases. Samsung cases are really kind of lagging behind. So as you can see here, top products, and that's just for yesterday, that's what we're looking at, is standard t-shirts, pop sockets, premium t-shirts. Let's see how that compares. And this is why I'm saying about June in summarizing June. This is what I'm talking about. These are the numbers. There's not only consistency but growth. And again, like I'm recording this first thing in the morning, there's 1 sale in the US so far, actually 1 sale in total. So this, we have to kind of exclude that day. But overall, for example, there's not a single day, for example, where it's like 14 sales and then we're down to 2, and then again 4, and then up to 10. Unless that's what happens over the next couple of days. Even if we come up to 6, 7, it's still on average a really good month. So as you can see here, the 7-day average has actually grown, and even with the 1 here, we're looking at around 60. Now, if that goes up, it's going to be over 60, right? So the new 7-day average is about 65 compared to about 50 that we had in April and May. This month, 36 sales in the US in total, and let's see actually where that brings us across all the marketplaces. 44. So again, we're sticking to that 10 to 11 sales a day average. Just wondering if there's any point. Yeah, I guess there is a point to look at the monthly chart, just because, like, if we're going into 2020, now I'm able to do a more kind of like third of the sales in 4 days than what I did some of the whole months last year. And I've actually had a few interesting questions pop up, and then even a few responses to those questions that I've received in private chats about some of the sales and the progress, and what's happened with this merch account. So for example, going back to 2017, getting into 18, seeing this big ramp up, and then kind of a big huge dip, especially in 2020, and now sales are slowly starting to pick up. So people have questions on kind of both sides of what are you doing wrong if anything, or share that information with us. And then people are saying, don't these people get it? Like it's a business. It's definitely going to have its ups and downs, and there's so many factors, for example, that are unknown to us that could affect our accounts. And so what I'm going to do is I'll actually record a separate video on that, because there's a lot of discussion to be had about that. I actually like both sides of those arguments, because it's very fair to say, hey, tell us what not to do, because we don't want to go from let me see, let this upload. We don't want to go from 580 sales to to zero in what is it, a year and 4 months. And then, for example, for this one, the answer is pretty straightforward. Pandemic, right? So all the listings were taking off the Amazon marketplace, and then, for example, things never came back. But there's also another smaller dip here. So I think there's a lot of things that I can actually discuss. What I want to do, and my whole purpose here with this channel, is to be transparent and actually for us to help each other, to keep that positive outlook on print on demand or any kind of passive income or making money in general. And I think that we can only get there by actually having a healthy discussion. Like I said, any haters or anybody that's intentionally kind of putting other people down, I won't tolerate that. So, I'm going to be removing those comments. But anything that can be considered kind of like a tough question, even though it might sound rude, I think that's fair discussion. I think even myself, I would like to ask those kinds of questions. So anyways, I'm going to do another video. I'll put it out in the next day or two and discuss that in detail. I'm going to have a longer video for that. So as of right now, 15 sales in total yesterday. Today is looking okay. I mean, one sale first thing in the morning. And then, like I said, the 7-day average is slowly creeping up, which is good. And then, $133, and then with the other sales, we're looking at probably $200+ in 4 days. I will take it, right? The last thing I'll mention is again, I'm just gonna, stay on you guys. Please keep uploading. You will not get those days back, right? 32,000 live products. Like I said, I understand that 10,000 products equals 150 designs, but that's exactly what I'm saying. You will not get those days back. Get those 4 or 5 designs up on every single product, or however you want to structure it, but get the numbers up, because you won't get these days back. And especially we're halfway through the year, so when we get into September, October, November, and you're saying, you know what, I wish I had listed more, it'll be too late. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to start saying that every single day now. I think it's working. You guys are actually really nice about it. And if you have any comments, questions, do not ever hesitate to leave them down below, because even if, for example, if it's something that I can't answer, there are other people watching these videos and actively responding to comments who will offer some advice, who will give you, an answer to something. So let's have a healthy, positive discussion, and that's it. I'll see you guys soon.